Before social media, if you wanted to announce to everyone around you that something good had happened, you would have needed to open a bottle of champagne. The pop of the cork, that got everyone's attention. And that cork popping commotion, that's one of the main reasons we use champagne to celebrate. We don't do it as often anymore. And it's not because some chode got hurt opening a bottle. I'm sure people get hurt opening bottles of champagne all the time, but putting that do not attempt warning on a champagne commercial would be very bad for a business that's already seen some shrink in the modern era. We don't do it as often because of economics. You see, that pop, that's a one-time deal. And a good bottle, that'll set you back. But posting 37 pictures of the same thing from different angles, that's free, and it reaches a lot more people. When you buy a $100 bottle of champagne, there's only one to go around. Why not stock up on something cheap that everyone could hold on to, and you can spend the rest of your money on extra cloud storage for all those new photos? Your phone in one hand, and get your other hand ready for today's episode of Poor Choice, Drinking the Worst Liquor on Earth, where I will be reviewing the cheese whiz of champagne fizz, sparkling wine in a can. Now, what's the difference between the name bottles like champagne, Prosecco, and Cava, and sparkling wine? The first three are made in specific regions, and sparkling wine, it's made everywhere else. Just because sparkling wine isn't made in a certain place doesn't mean it turns out like that cake design you tried to copy off of Pinterest. There are high-quality sparkling wines produced all over the world. The difference I'm going to focus on here is the difference between sparkling wine and sparkling wine in a can. Bottles of any kind of sparkling wine get their bubbles from a process called secondary fermentation. Without getting technical, the bubbles are produced inside the bottle or vat with the addition of yeast and sugar. Our can here gets that fizz injected colonoscopy style, filling up the vessel with CO2, making it closer to a bag of potato chips than a bottle of champagne. I have a love-hate relationship with the can as a container for sparkling wine. I love not having to watch people struggle with opening a bottle. Opening a bottle with a cork without getting that overly loud pop that starts a chain reaction of shots fired over walkie-talkies takes finesse. You turn the cork when you open it and you get some pop. Don't jerk it like you're pulling out Sub-Zero spine in Mortal Kombat. I hate that the can takes the sophistication out of it. Pouring a legitimate sparkling wine from a bottle into a glass is a cool effect and an elegant way to start a tasting menu meal. Sparkling wines pair nicely with fried foods. That's why you normally see them paired together. However, most of us get our fried foods from the drive-thru, and handling that open bottle and the steering wheel at the same time might be kind of tricky. This can fits neatly in the cup holder. Maybe I'm not giving this hooch enough credit. Shots fired! You ever had your windshield cleaned by a homeless person? This is what they use. I'm done drinking it. But I'm going to leave the open can next to the sink as an ant trap. So what have we learned here today? The sparkling wine in a can cartel is missing the boat on marketing. Every quiet celebration should have one of these. Win your NASCAR fantasy league? The can. Score a Fortnite badge? The can. Best man in a shotgun wedding? The can. New record for keeping the vehicle warranty telemarketer on the line? That's a can too. But don't stop there. Go for a product tie-in. I would pitch a pregnancy test. Hear me out. Package a sparkling wine in a can with a pregnancy test. Just one can, because just one of you will be celebrating. This has been Poor Choice, and I'm John McClellan. Join me here every week as I drink the worst liquor on earth.